We're back. Leaders in artificial intelligence just wrapping up a key meeting on AI safety with the Biden administration. Among those committing to secure their platforms were Microsoft, Alphabet, OpenAI, and our next guest, Mustafa Suleyman. He's the co-founder and CEO of Inflection A.I., also co-founded DeepMind, which was sold to Google back in 2014. His book, The Coming Wave, out in September, joins us now from the White House lawn. Nice to see you again. Thanks for being with us.
Great to see you, Scott. It's good to see you.
Yeah, what's your sense on how this went today?
It's been a really good meeting, actually. I mean, this is the second meeting we've had in 3 months, and this time round, President Biden laid out a set of initiatives that we've all signed up to. One of those is red teaming our models. That means adversarially testing them, putting them under maximum pressure, just like people do in the security industry to find bugs. And then when we learn about how those models have found weaknesses, we share them with otherwise our competitors. And that's actually really great for safety and trying to improve how this new wave of AI turns out.
Nothing today, though, comes as binding. So what's your sense on what was talked about today will actually be followed through on?
Right. Well, we've committed publicly now to having external audits and sharing the lessons of those audits with everybody else. And so at the moment, obviously, that isn't a binding regulation, but it's a serious commitment that we're really committed to. And all of the 7 biggest AI companies that are building very large language models have signed up to this together. So I think it's an important step forward, but you're right. I mean, it's just the beginning.
The Commerce Secretary was on the network earlier today. She called this meeting today, quote, a bridge to regulation that will ultimately come out of Congress. You yourself just mentioned regulation that may come out of it. What do you think that's going to look like, and what role do you think Congress should play here?
That's right. So we met with the president today, and he said exactly the same thing. I mean, this is a step towards regulation, and regulation is going to be required if we're to provide more access to the way that we train these models. What is the data that sits inside of them? How big are they, and what are their capabilities? And so those are the kinds of things that I would expect to see in regulation over the coming year or so. We've obviously been really trying to emphasize that it's important that we enable innovation and creativity to go as fast as possible here. And I think everybody is aware of that. The Commerce Secretary, Gina, was there today too, and she stressed that to everybody at the same time.
We keep focusing on what's happening here in the United States, but I'm wondering how you think our viewers, investors, and the like should be thinking about this, what essentially is a global race for this new technology. And as other countries look to develop their own models, how are you thinking about the risks associated with that?
You're totally right. I mean, the great news is that we're a long way ahead in the US and in the West more generally. But obviously that lead won't last forever. Everybody else is also trying to build cutting-edge AI models. And I think the good news is we have the opportunity to set standards and try to define culture. What does it look like to get the best out of these models, really make them deliver value for us and turbo boost productivity, which is obviously what we all really want. But at the same time, how do we put guardrails around it? How do we create transparency? How do we make sure that they always operate within the boundaries that we set for them as humans? And I think if we get that right over the next 18 months or so, that will set the standard for the way that the rest of the world generally has to abide by.
Do you think the global nature of this brings with it increased security risks, whether it's around cyber or it's just simple intelligence?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the cyber risk is going to be elevated over the coming years. There's going to be nation states and other actors that will try to hack at companies, that have access to these models and try and steal the weights, the underlying, core piece of software that is actually relatively transferable. And so, the cyber risk here is pretty significant. It's something we're going to have to pay a lot of attention to.
Maybe not something as, a matter of national security, obviously, like the ones we're talking about now. But I'm interested in your take on what's happening from a copyright standpoint. And the lawsuit that was filed by the comedian Sarah Silverman against OpenAI and Meta on that very issue. How should we be thinking about what is the property, essentially, the intellectual property of others being stolen?
I completely understand the concern. A lot of people have raised that there, and I think there's 2 camps here. There's data that's made available on the public open web that has been crawled and searched, like, a blog post that you post and so on. And then there's other data which is, subject to paywall, or maybe it's in, a kind of another form like a book or so on. that's obviously in different class here. So I think that we're going to shake this out over the next few years, and it's going to pass its way through our institutions and culture, and we'll figure out what the right kind of norms are eventually.
We've been so focused, too, on the companies that are in the lead or trying to be in the lead, those who have or at least have been said to have fallen behind. I think of Alphabet. We mentioned Google obviously buying DeepMind some years ago. The word on the street today is that Sergey Brin is back at Alphabet, in the trenches, so to speak. You're smiling. What's your take, and what does that mean to you?
I've heard that too. Obviously, I've still got lots of friends there, and it sounds like Sergey is certainly turning up to the office, reviewing code, and sitting on hiring committees again. To be quite honest with you, I think that's great news for Google. Sergey's awesome, and so they probably need all the help they can get at the moment, and I'm sure he's having a hugely beneficial impact on their progress.